Yes, we're here with Coach Jeff Irvin of Lassiter Trojans. Coach Irvin, we thank you on behalf of Pep Star Stats for taking our time to speak with us.
Absolutely. We appreciate your coverage of our athletes and our program.
Not a problem. Coach, now, we want to thank you first of all and congratulate you on your first year here at Lassiter making the playoffs. You lost you had a loss last year of a player, and obviously it's been a rebuilding stage for you. Did you expect the team to be doing so well this year to be making the playoffs?
Yeah, we have really high expectations here in this program with the support and the facilities that we have and the great school that we have. And we lost a couple close games early in the year, but definitely making the playoffs, trying to get as high a seed as we could, having the best regular season that we could, was definitely a goal of ours. So I wouldn't say that I'm disappointed because our season isn't over yet. We're still working on improving, but certainly there are a couple games there that we could have gotten.
Okay. Now, you have a very talented quarterback. He's young,
right.
A whole lot more maturing to do.
Right.
Are you happy with your offense progress this year?
Well, we have a lot of young and experienced talented players on our team. We've got some positions where we're not as talented, but certainly quarterback, receiver, and running back positions we're pretty talented at. Eddie Prince, our sophomore quarterback, has done a great job this year. He really was in an unenviable position, taking over for Hudson Mason like he had to do. But he's progressed very well. He's cut down on his interceptions. His completion percentage is going up. He's done a really good job of learning our offense to the way that we want it to be run, and really getting the ball to the playmakers. And we've got a lot of other good young players on our offense too. We've struggled with consistency at times. We've moved the ball well on just about everybody when we've executed. When we haven't, it's usually a drop or a penalty or a busted assignment. So, of course, when you're the quarterback, when everybody around you plays better, you're going to play better.
Sure. Now, defensively as well, just rebuilding there as well. How you feel about your defense's progress this year?
Well, like our offense, our defense has been inconsistent. At times we've been pretty effective stopping people. We've been pretty good against the pass. Our real struggle this year has been stopping the run consistently. We play in mostly a run-oriented region. And some of our opponents that were not in the region ran the ball as well. And so that's really kind of been a struggle for us, being able to stop the run consistently. Against the pass, we've been pretty good. We've got some experience with it. We're going to have to play well this week against North Carolina to have a chance against them.
Now, last year, you guys was expected to. This year, what has been the excitement of not only the players but the students at Lassiter about you guys making the playoffs this year?
Well, we're still early in the week. Unfortunately, our last game here at home, we didn't win, and then we were on the road last week. So I hope that the school is excited. I think this is maybe only the second time in history of Lassiter that the team's made the playoffs 3 years in a row. It's a whole new season, so we're certainly excited about it. We're going to go up there and give it our best shot and hopefully play our best game. But then hopefully, I know that some students in the school will support us, and hopefully they all will. But, we didn't play well at home this year. We were 1-3 at home. We were, 4-1 I think on the road, 1-3 at home. So, not playing well at home is definitely not going to help some of the students because they come to the home games and they cheer, and maybe they can't come to the away games. So I hope that they're excited about it because we certainly are.
Right, I'm sure they are. I'm very sure they are. Now this week you guys are playing North Gwinnett. You guys played them early on. This I think it's your first game.
Right.
They won the game 34-14.
Right.
I'm sure you've been watching them on film. How do they look on film to you? They're like the same team that you played at the beginning of the year?
Well, they're still very talented. I think like any team, if you have injuries and you find out a little bit more about your personnel, you may change a few things. But defensively, Coach Dixon, their defensive coordinator, he's going to do what he does, which is to bring pressure and play his odd stack package. And then Coach Spire is a very experienced offensive coach. In addition to being the head coach, he calls the offense. I think they're more similar than many teams would be after 10 games because they've had some stability in their coaching staff and they've had so much success the last few years that there's not a lot that they're going to change. So, they've got a few wrinkles and a few things, but every team does. We do. Every team, after 12 weeks later from when we played August 20th, there's going to have a few differences. But basically, they're a very skilled offensive team. They're a very aggressive, well-coached team offensively and defensively. But for the most part, they're similar to what we played before. Hopefully, we'll play before.
Now, Coach, are there any keys offensively or defensively that you see in Friday night's game and against North Gwinnett?
Well, absolutely. We've got to protect the passer. That's the number one thing. We're missing our starting center, Alex Gonzalez, who started every game for us. That's going to be a challenge for the guys that replace him. If we can't protect the passer, it's going to be difficult for him to play well. We need to be balanced, and to do that, we've got to protect the passers. That was a major problem for the first 2 weeks. And then defensively, we've got to hold the line of scrimmage better, and we've got to tackle better. Missed tackles were really a problem in the first game. As talented as they are, they can turn a missed tackle into a big play. So I think mostly up front, it's really on our offensive and defensive lines, as with any game of football, to play well so our other guys can show.
Now, you guys are playing them at home this week, so there's a little bit of disadvantage there. How are you guys planning on this week? How you guys feeling about playing away in the first round of playoffs?
Well, as I said a while ago, we played really well on the road. I don't know, it may be because, we played tougher opponents at home, I'm not sure, but we've been more consistent and seem to be a little bit more focused on the road.
Sure.
I don't know if it was because of homecoming or the game on TV against Walton or what it was,
right.
but we have not been as consistent. So really, we haven't really looked at playing on the road as a disadvantage. We're going to have a nice trip, we'll have a nice meal, we won't be in a hurry, we'll get all of our meetings and everything in. So really, you play in a really nice stadium and a really nice atmosphere where you go around here. The opponent may be tougher than some other places or others, but I don't think traveling's going to be an issue this week.
Now, at this time of the season, we just finished the regular season game. Football is very physical. What is the condition of your team you play?
Well, as I said, we've got some guys banged up. We've got 2 starting offensive linemen who are basically out for this game, so that's going to hurt us. And then we've got some defensive linemen and some other defensive players that are banged up. We're going to try to get them in the game, but really, if they can't practice by Wednesday, I don't know if they're going to be able to play or not. So, just like anybody else, we're banged up, nagging injuries, ankles, bruises, and that sort of thing. So we're no different from any other team. But certainly, the number one thing that's hurting us is the loss of our two starting offensive linemen for the game. That's really going to require our younger guys to step up and play well.
Well, Coach Irwin, on behalf of Pep Stars Factory, thank you for taking our time to speak with us. You're doing a great job here your first year here at Lassiter. I'm sure they appreciate it. You say your family loves it here, so that's a good thing as well.
Yeah.
So best wishes on Friday night. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.